What's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. If you don't know who I am Nando. I'm back with another reaction video, y'all. Like I told y'all, I was coming back. I just had to get videos uploaded and done. Not uploaded. I just had to record videos so I could keep putting them out. I will be uploading. Before we even get into this video, what I need y'all to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notification when I upload a new video, y'all. I will be uploading on this channel Mondays and Wednesdays starting. We're going to do Mondays and Wednesdays every Monday, every Wednesday. I'll be uploading. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Show some love. And also, if y'all new, I also have a vlog channel down below too. Subscribe to that. I'm on the road to 2K over there. I'm on the road to 1K here. So let's get it on. Today we are actually doing another video reaction of the Scary Camp videos. So this is another one, y'all. We're about to get into, and let's see what does this one have, because the other one, I'm not gonna lie to you, the other one had me on a whole nother level. I was terrified. I was very scared. I was home alone. I was hearing things after that video. Yes, I think that video made my house haunted, but it didn't. I'm just joking. But we're gonna get into it, so here we go. Let's go.
Many people, including neighbors, are afraid of. They had shut down the chapel for unknown reasons, but some believe that it might have been due to the fact that strange things were happening inside. The local priest has transferred over to another church after publicly stating that unforeseen circumstances have left the church no choice but to close its doors indefinitely. One night, two friends decide to visit the
I gotta pause this real quick, y'all. Before I even get into this video, what I need y'all to understand that churches are haunted. Very haunted, okay? Let's just put that out there. There is no church that is not haunted. Churches are haunted.
The chapel with the intent of breaking in. It's been closed down for 3 months, and they couldn't help themselves from seeing what was left inside. But little did they know that this was a bad idea. Take a look.
Okay. This place has been abandoned for like 3 months, I think.
Oh my god, yes. Okay.
I wonder why it's abandoned for 3 months. Let's see.
Okay. You ready?
They're lucky they didn't get locked in that place, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. They are so lucky.
There's a light on. The light's the everlasting light. It's in every church. It's always supposed to be on.
Why is that light on?
It's freezing.
Why is that light on if it's an everlasting light, if the place is abandoned? So if it's not being active, then what that light is doing on? Can y'all leave a comment down below, y'all, and let me know, because I'm still trying to figure this out on why that light is still on if nobody goes in there.
Freezing, actually. Oh.
Yo, what they about? I feel like there's gonna be a jump skip. What the hell?
Oh my
What
god,
is
smells.
that? Bro, please tell me this is shade.
Oh my god. I'm trying to step on.
What the hell is that?
Boy. That was disgusting. What the f?
This church is giving me funeral home vibes
upstairs.
too. I'm not gonna lie, funeral home vibes. I feel like it used to be a funeral home and then they became a church. We're about to see.
Give me that. What was your face? Dude, you gotta be quiet. What the f?
I'm still trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh my god. These things are everywhere. Cold as hell.
Bro. I hear a conversation like somebody's praying.
No, I hear something.
I knew I wasn't bugging. I was hearing whispering. Y'all, please don't tell me we see a shadow in this video, because if I do, I'm... There's a woman. It has to be... Bro. There's no way. There's no way.
I heard something.
Why would there be a child's playhouse there and there you hearing children like talking? Nah. Nope. I would have left. I would have left. I would have left. I feel like they're gonna see a spirit and they're gonna end up leaving. Why would you go in there? Why would there be a playroom in a church? They're gonna walk into something and it's gonna scare the living crap out of them.
I don't know what the
Bro!
As both friends look back at the playhouse, the door suddenly closes on its own. In a panic frenzy,
Yup.
both friends run away in full terror. They have no clue as to how the door closed on its own. But even
Yup, I
weirder
would've
are the
left.
whispers that they heard before entering the playroom.
Yup. It's a little girl. I knew I wasn't. I knew. I
Viewers
heard a
have
little
noted that if
girl.
you listen closely, it kinda sounds like children whispering or people who are praying. Either notion seems understandable, as this incident occurred inside a church with a playroom center. But further adding to the strangeness of this place is the slew of insects on the floor. From worms to other bugs, a pile of
Yeah,
dead
where that
insects
came
stretches
from.
across the carpet. Not much else is known about this place or the video itself, but I'll let you come up with your own conclusions on this footage. Had the church closed down because it was haunted? Or is there a possible explanation for all that happened? Let me know what you think. In the following video, a band is getting ready to play in front of an audience by giving a small speech about their music and how the band came to be.
I don't know. Alright. Please, y'all, don't take this the wrong way. But I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna just be serious. This band group looks very odd. What I mean by odd, it looks like there's something up. Something weird. Like, it's just something up with them. Like, they're up to... I don't know. It's just like, you know how that when you look at someone, you be like, I don't know, there's something weird. Yeah, like, there's just something not adding up with this group.
It appears that this whole event is a goodbye party for the band, as this will be their last show ever. Now the start of this video seems completely normal. However, only minutes later, something happens that leaves everyone feeling very unsettled. What happens in it is just downright creepy. Take a look.
Bro, this is... What's so scary about this? Wait a minute. Do y'all see this face right here? Nah, hold on. That face wasn't there not even a few minutes in. Watch. Look how he sings, right? But I'm gonna pause it. Watch. That shit scared the shit out of me. We're gonna go back a little more, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Alright, go ahead, go over. Go over. Wait, hold on. Y'all seen how it's just rewinding, right? Right? Homeboy backs up. There's nothing in that corner. So please explain to me how the hell we saw that creepy ass face.
Watching the man play. Even stranger is that whatever this was moved on camera until much later in the video.
And plus, you don't see it in like with your naked eye. You gotta see it through the camera. That's definitely scary. That is freaking scary. And you could tell, y'all. I could tell you this now, and I'm gonna be honest. This is not an effect. This right here, this is not an effect. This is legit a spirit, a demonic spirit. On top of that, someone that is not looking for a good intention. So, yeah, this is not an effect in the video, because I know some of y'all be like, oh, that's an effect. Nando, that's an effect. Don't believe it. No, this is legit real.
It's as though they, or it, was hiding from sight before somehow appearing out of thin air. But according to viewers, there's something else about this figure that's even creepier. If you look closely, you'll see that whatever this is hiding in a very tight space between the TV and the wall behind it. If this had been an actual person, then this must have been the slenderest individual ever seen, as otherwise they would not have been able to fit in a space that small. To this day, it's still unknown as to what exactly was captured, but whether person or ghost, there's no doubting that whatever this was has got to be the stuff of nightmares.
Hell no. I'm sorry. Let's see number 6.
On June 23rd of 2023, a man named Pablo Dastor was exploring the woods with his dog when all of a sudden they see a strange-looking building in the distance.
Why would you go into a building?
Mysterious building that,
Why
for
would you
whatever
go
reason,
into a
was built
building
in the middle of nowhere.
that's abandoned in the middle of the
Really close to
woods?
the place
Explain to me.
before suddenly
I would not do that. That's a hell no.
stopping dead in their tracks. Pablo can't explain it, but he can't shake the feeling that something ominous resides within this building. Now, the video that Pablo took was actually taken a few days after he came here. He was here before, and the video he took during his initial visit has left him wondering if this place might be haunted or cursed. Now, it's worth mentioning that not once in any of Pablo's previous explorations has the camera malfunctioned, except here. Although it could be a coincidence, the following video has left him convinced that something supernatural resides within this place. On his second visit, something happened that left him pretty spooked.
What happened? Yeah, I feel like this was a graveyard once upon a time. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it was. I feel like it was a graveyard. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I feel like that was like, I don't know, an old funeral home or a graveyard, like before they broke the tombstones down, you know. I don't know. And you sending your dog up there, you crazy. I wouldn't even send my dog up there. That's a no-no. Yeah, we could see that. I look like a chapel. Like an old church. I'm telling you, dogs, they know when a place is haunted. They know when a ghost is around. I'm telling you, these dog senses are in heightened, like, better than ours. What? Nah. Yeah, why would you?
This abandoned building, which apparently is an old church, has left not only Pablo unsettled,
Look, like I said, an old church, something that's crazy, and it was a church.
dog as well. Draco, the dog's name, seems hesitant to go inside. Initially, Draco has been walking about without any problems, but for some reason, the inside of this church scares him. Pablo even states that something about this place doesn't sit well with him,
Uh-uh.
which is true, as he states, the church is haunted.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 or 3 days later, when Pablo is back at this place during the nighttime, Draco is
Mm-hmm.
walking with him, but just like before, something
But why would you go back at night, though? Can I ask, why would you go back at night if your dog didn't want it to go in during the day? What difference it makes he's gonna go in at night? That don't make no sense.
happens that Pablo can't seem to explain. Watch.
Your dog is not going up there because obviously your dog knows there's something scary. That place is haunted. He's like, yep, I'm staying right down here. And I don't blame him. A little nervous. I feel like there's gonna be something standing there or walking by, and he's gonna freak out and he's gonna run. Mm-mm. What's good with the dog? I feel like something.
So then, could it be that Draco is sensing something frightening or ominous? Or is something else causing him to act this way? What
Right.
exactly was making Draco so afraid?
Mm-hmm. Yo, this is weird.
Wrench was viewing footage from a CCTV camera when he noticed something very peculiar. The rancher says he was woken up late at night after hearing a loud noise coming from one of the corrals. He promptly rushed over to see what had caused the noise and saw that the animal pen had been destroyed. Confused as to how this happened, he looked at the footage from the security camera and was shocked by what he saw.
Nah, how the hell what?
As if running away from something, he then looked for the back into the footage to see how this happened. But what he sees terrifies him. Take a look.
Aliens. Yup, alien. Yup. No ghost is gonna do that, y'all. None. No, I don't want to hear that.
Small, shadow-like figure can be seen moving inside the pen, causing the animals to
It
freak out.
scared the hell out of them.
Buzz was not familiar with livestock, and thus causing them to panic. Now, where this video came from is unknown, but the footage itself is a mystery. What could possibly have frightened the animals so badly that they had to leave their pen in a panic frenzy? This next
Nah. Nah. A spirit came to visit him? Bro. Yo. I'm not gonna lie, I seen a few videos like this. Like people are talking, and then when they go back to look at the camera or they hit their walkie-talkie, they be like, who are you talking to? And there's nobody on the camera. Yo, that right there is freaking speechless. I'm telling you. Homeboy's having a whole conversation. Look, shook his hand and everything. Y'all, this got me shook right now. This has me on the literally of the edge of this seat right now. Reason being because homeboy shook the ghost's hand and then died the next day. That's wild. That is scary. That is so scary. You see a spirit, and then they call you and they tell you that nobody was there, and then you literally had a full-blown conversation with a spirit, and then next thing you know, like the person dies the next day. That's crazy. That's mind-blowing. Whoa. I caught the chills, y'all. Let's give me chills. What they see? Is that a floating ball? A balloon? That's a balloon, y'all. What is that? That's a balloon. Nope. Nope. That's that it vibe. Nope. Nope. Nah. I would have ran too. Yeah, there's a spirit holding that.
Was a ghost caught on camera, or something else? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That being said, let's get back to the video.
There was a ghost that was holding a balloon.
Where many people have been as to why they left are various, but given the conditions of this place, it appears that it was no longer habitable. However, there's a certain belief among some people who think there's another reason why they left. This area, according to them, is haunted. Knowing this, two friends decide to visit this place during the nighttime in
It's
the hope that
abandoned.
something creepy will happen while being there. Although initially, nothing out of the ordinary happens when they first arrive. It's what happens later that spooks them to their core. The two friends are inside an abandoned flat when this
What's that
is
blue
captured.
thing? What happens? Y'all, they're gonna see a full figure spirit walk in or something, or a face, something. No, I would have left. Bro, nah. Why would you run towards the noise? Like, just leave. It could be squatters and you don't know. Bro, why would you? Nah, bro. I feel like something's gonna come up chasing them. Get the nah. Why would you? I would have left. I would have left. Nope. He's gonna see something. He's gonna see something and something's gonna happen. Don't go. Don't go. Bro is an idiot.
Freaks upon hearing a strange sound coming from downstairs. They check on the source of the sound, which seems to be coming from inside a room, but strangely, no one or nothing is there to explain it.
Yeah,
Squatter was hiding inside and thus making those noise.
I don't know what to say.
Before
We're gonna keep watching it.
something was caught on camera that neither friend could explain. Take a look.
What? Where?
Inside a window of this building, someone or something was behind a curtain looking at the two friends. Eerily, this mysterious figure hides away after being spotted. But if you look closely, you'll notice that there's something unusual about this
Yo.
figure. Like something out of a horror movie. A very pale face.
No. No. Hell no, that was somebody in there with a mask on. And somebody in there with a mask on. They knew that was probably was coming, or they heard them and they probably just did that to scare them. Like, there's no way. There's no freaking way that there's no way. There's no way that's a ghost is just gonna randomly go, hello, peekaboo. Nah, somebody was there. I'm gonna just say like this, somebody was there. They knew, they probably heard them coming, so they did that, and they probably scared that, like, try to scare them. But knowing that these two people are ballsy and they ran in to see who exactly was, like, that looks like it was a squatter, but also could be, who knows, a crazy person. You know what I mean? Yo, this is crazy. But this video came to the end, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This one wasn't as scary as the one before, but we still gonna continue on with these scary reaction videos. I love y'all. Once again, like, comment, and share, and subscribe to this channel. We on the road to 1K. Let's make it happen. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in another video. Peace.